This system over here is going Kern, 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 Kern. It must be delayed. I beat you to it, you robotic echoing bitch. Oh god. Oh, Jesus, we have too much fun on this program, I tell you. Let's get that drug money, yes. All right, so you can see the opportunities that we're watching here. Kern is flipping out, and I hope that Matt and a couple of you others of you got that on that breakout at 3. We were looking at 353 breakout. He got 355 fill. I wouldn't touch that. Like, in other words, I'd be selling 5%. I mean, look at all that padding he's got now. Like, I'd be hanging in there all day now. I wouldn't break even on that if it came close. You know, I'd let it breathe. You got so much breathing room now. But you know, take your profits for sure where you're supposed to take them. At this point, you should have taken 375, 4, and 425. So you know you should have hit 3 profit targets. So you should have been out minimum 15%, maximum 60%. So somewhere between 15 and 60%, maybe 30%. So yeah, make sure that they're Matt. Looking good. All right, let me pull that up on the high speed setup as a matter of fact. Kern. We're coming up in about 18 minutes, 2 minutes before they open, to when I was banned on TikTok. And so that's when I'll reboot the stream up on TikTok, and we'll be back on TikTok. So long as there's no Mohammeds there. No, just kidding. But I got to say that now before we go live on TikTok, because that joke ain't going to fly over there. I'm gonna get that joke out now. Get it out of my system. There was for all of you who are new. Who's new in the group this morning? You know, pretty new. You can raise your hand. There's like a raise your hand button, I think. Great. Kristen, welcome. Kristen Alger. I think we've seen you before, maybe, or I've seen your name on the other streaming platforms. Nice, welcome. Charlie's new. How you doing? The number one name in the world. I know. That's true. And O'Galey Bentley, Oakley, or O'Galey. I don't know. Is that Hawaiian? Fuji, Tahitian? What is that dialect? O'Galey Bentley. Welcome. All right, let's go over the market. Wow, RJ just posted a huge comment. RJ, all right, time to focus, RJ. That was massive. All right, next breakout on Kern is going to be at 4.25 RJ, and so keep an eye on that. Kelly is fine. Okay. Oakley. But what's the dialect? I'm curious. Was I not close? Just trying to help a new member? All right, right on. That's very nice of you. Looks like we got a lot of new members this morning. It's African. Okay, very nice. Okay, so the market this morning is looking like very good, and we've already got 2 or 3 pre-market gappers that are up more than 50%, and then 2 or 3 that are up over 20%. Those 2 metrics right there tell you that at least before the open, everyone's feeling pretty good about the market today, at least before the open. We'll see what happens. The market itself is up also, every one of them. The Dow, NASDAQ, and SPY has been grinding up since after hours and pre-market. Energy oil is down into the 79s, so oil is down a little bit. So there might be some corrective movements going on there on the market because of that. So that affects supply chain. And gold is right where it's been. It's right where it's been. So no change in gold. So that's good. That's healthy. That's a healthy sign for the market. And then also the VIX, which opened this morning a bit higher than it closed on Friday of 16.3. It opened at about 17, but it's already back down to about 16.7. So anyway, 16s are pretty healthy. We're not looking at any massive, scary, hairy movements in the market over time. In other words, there's nothing too out of control that by the time you get to it, you've lost a ton of money. You should be able to cut positions smoothly and nicely where you're supposed to cut them. No, I don't think I saw Riot run in the final hours Friday. No, I don't think I did. But it looks like Bitcoin's leading down, so I don't think that's what's going to happen today. What else we got here? So XLC, the sector itself is up, and the Qs and Tech XLK. How are financials? Financials are up a smidge. The 10-year rates are pretty much where we were at on Friday. So I think everything's kind of like locked in and nicely under control, and markets up. All indications are pointing to that today will probably be a green day. I mean, it's easier to say all indications look as though today's not going to be a red day. So for some of you, you might think, oh, so it's going to be a green day. Well, not necessarily. The opposite of down in stocks is not up. It's sideways or up. The opposite of down is not up. Just remember that. And the opposite of up is not down in stock trading. There's 3 directions stocks go: up, down, and sideways. So don't forget about sideways. So today could be green, could be sideways. That's what it's looking like. And we'll definitely use that. Let's see how it goes. I think it could be a start of a very good week. If it goes good today, tomorrow morning is going to be outstanding. Let's see how things trade today. We've got 14 minutes until the market opens. Hello, everybody over on TikTok. No, not TikTok yet. Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, Periscope. Say hello, and I'll see your comment there. BTB has been a roller coaster since pre-market, says Patrick. Yeah, but this is very typical patterns. You don't want to be getting into. Yeah, I could see how you could have got hoodwinked there on that third breakout, but still make sure you're using the 1% rule in order to size your trades so that you can play all day and all week long and do quite well. Can't recover. Remember, recoverability. Remember, Jackson? And you guys who attended Thursday night's class, recoverability. That's where it's really all about. Like thinking way down the line as far as risk is concerned. Not thinking about where your stop is, not making sure that you've got the 1% rule under control, but thinking after this trade, if I lose, how much money will I have left? And how hard will it be for me to get back what I lost if I only have what I have left? And trust me, anything over a 10% loss is a disaster, and 10% is not that much. So you got to lose very little in order to stay in the game here. And really, I don't care if you have $500 or a $300 account, you need to be building that up. There's no really acceptable loss or justification. You should tell yourself, okay, maybe if it's $20, but yeah, if you can make back some money on the weekend and restore it, fine. But just think about it as you lost your time. Like whatever money you put in there, it came from somewhere. Okay? Somebody worked for that money. Whether they gave it to you or whether you worked for it. Don't lose that money. You're going to have to work for it again. You're going to do that cycle over and over for the rest of your life until you learn to stop risking so much and start building your wealth. That's going to be an amazing turning point day for all of you. Recoverability. Watch your recoverability. You do not want to ruin chances of recoverability. Add dough to your roll, says Jackson. Yes. Recoverability is huge and a thought that didn't necessarily cross my mind until you broke it down the way you did. Well, Jackson, thanks. I'm so glad I got it across that time, but that was totally improvised. I winged it. I had maybe 5 seconds of an idea of how to maybe explain it in my mind for about a week. Was waiting for that class and then just gave it a shot. I think I was about 80%, good. But the point is that you got the point. Yeah. And I'm so glad for that because it sure is something. I'm like 3/4 of the way done cutting that up to be added to the market mastery classes. Nice. It's not just about the 1% rule. It's about that recoverability. And it's also about capital preservation. You can't keep compounding your gains without capital preservation. Just combining it all, and you get a nice holistic path to stay on. You're like, oh, there's something over there in the woods. No. We've learned before. Don't go out into the woods. Stay on the path. Could you take a look at Unity was originally swinging it and very bullish, kind of got shaken out prematurely. Jackson, I think, I don't even need to look at it. I think, yeah, that's an absolutely, but I think it's like a long-term investment. I think that's like a 3 to 5 year investment. Sprinkle a little of your savings, whatever you want, whatever, 1%, whatever it is, get a little in Unity because I'm imagining that's going to be one of the best companies to provide these, innovative new pathways that are opening up metaverse. So I think that's probably going to be where it's at. They'll probably start buying Unity pre-programmed chips and embedding them in their Oculus headsets, and the next few years is going to be, I think, a really good upgrade path for Unity. I don't know what it's going to amount to, 300% gains, but who knows? Could be astronomical. But they're already pretty huge. So, but they're unlocking a new market. Basically, they're unlocking a new market, and hell, who knows? Maybe kids are gonna like that more than everything else because they spend all fucking day on TikTok anyway. So, what do we know about whether or not they prefer gaming or social networking? So, who knows? But anyway, Unity does both, so I think they're really great. I don't even need to look at their chart. Genelin hasn't moved much pre-market, but they have earnings post-market today. Okay, good to know. Bring that up maybe like an hour after market trading. We got 8 minutes until the market opens, and we're watching all these opportunities here today. GGPI, if it can get over 1525, you might want to write that down. If you can get over 1525, then you can get in for exactly $1 of risk. GPI. CREX, we needed to get over $3 CREX, and you can get in for 40 cents of risk currently if CREX gets over 3. That means 3.01, not 3. Over 3 means 3.01 or more. Excuse me. Drug, unfortunately, faded a lot, but it put in 100% gains to the top there, so we're very curious to see what it can do. So, Matt, are you still sitting on some padding on Kern, or did you go ahead and cut your losses now? I mean, cut your gains at break even and get a 30% gain out of that. 30% profit taking. Still in, watching like a hawk. Very nice, very nice. I hope it bounces off of your break even. That would be nice. Go ahead and probably take it at the 3. Get out of your break even if you have to. BTB, but that is quite a pullback, isn't it? I mean, is it going to get up to those levels again? You would think so, but you never know. BTB, that's the other one. It's going to need to get over 4.75 for us to really get excited about it again. Maybe 3.5. No, it'd be very early to try to go after it on the break of 331. But you could. So 30 cents of risk, 331 could be the first very early entry. But we got 6 minutes to the market open. And we could possibly wait for BTB to run and break 470, 5.7. That might be better. Or 5.1 pre-market high. Full confirmation. OXBR is another one we're watching. It seems to be just kind of settling into $4. We'll see if it has any momentum. Was in for $11 flat on GGPI last week and still holding. All right, good job. Make sure you take some profits, Hava, even if it's just like 5% of your position. You know, when these things progress, you can take 5%. You still have 95% of your position. You won't even notice the difference. Believe me, if the thing goes up to 25, you won't even notice you took 5% out. But it's a good idea because if the thing craps out from here all the way down, you'll have taken some profits. And that's just the professional way to do it. EYPT, we're waiting for a push back up on that. Maybe over 20. 20, you could get in for about $2 a risk. But we really want to see EYPT pop 2250 and then pre-market high 25. That could be another big one. EYPT up almost 100% to its peak pre-market in pre-market trading. In 4 minutes, I'm going to be booting up the TikTok stream. Rivian just popped a little bit. Rivian's popping. I don't know what's happening over there on Rivian, RIVN. Whoa, Rivian is really running. If you want to grab any of that, it's about $4 a risk. I don't know where it's going, but it's showing some strength. Rivian, RIVN, maybe some news popped. Roblox got me hard this morning. Option chain might have opened on it. I don't know, but options trading doesn't begin until the market out opens. And the market is opening in 4 minutes. I have this really nice red sticker over the TikTok. Your live access is suspended until 8:28 a.m. on November 15th. View details for more information. It's so dumb. I mean, if you don't like the stream, don't watch it. You know what I mean? I'd love to find a stream where somebody was going, "You fucking ass, you bastard, you got, get on your knees, you goddamn crazy." Like, it's just words, motherfuckers. Relax. Nice pop on GGPI. Yes, that would be a good entry. That's what I was talking about. 15.25 break on GGPI for $1 of risk. Okay, good. There it is. Anybody get that? Steven says words are getting to be illegal. Did you see that comic strip I posted of the scientists looking at the virus through the microscope with their masks on, and they say it looks like it's mutated into a totalitarian regime or something. That was hilarious. That was freaking perfect. Talk about spot on. You gotta love political satire, but it's not satire, is it? So the kids don't hear it. Oh, my breath. Oops, sorry. But there you go. Yeah. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I grew up on that, Why can't you? We got 2 minutes to the open. I'm suspended till 8:28, so I'm going to go live at 8:29 on TikTok. I wonder if probably the go live button is like grayed out. I guess I'll be able to know when I could go live. It'll like turn green. 1:45 till the market opens. Either that or I have to reboot the stream. That would suck. Type something again. Okay, everybody ready? Pull positions. 1 minute, 30 seconds to the open. Yeah, I can put Tilray on watch for a day trade you're talking about? Okay, yeah. I got it up. 1377 breakout for 40 cents of risk. 1 minute and 15 seconds to the market open. Are we watching Blaze? No, I'm not. Wow, look at that. Okay. It's too late now. Jesus, what a breakout. Unless we can get back down in there. 1 minute until the market opens. Okay, so this thing is not. Yeah, I'm going to have to reboot the live then. Those schmuckers. Go live. It lets me go live now. What? Oh, drug is a banned word? Oh, that's great. You can't go live. Your stream title contains a banned word. I mean, this is just out of control. I can't even tell people what's the hottest stock of the day. Drug is a banned word. Wow. Oh, I better not say it then. All right. Blaze. Blaze, yeah, is totally on fire right now. We got 13 seconds to the market open. Maybe add the dollar sign. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it's good. Here we go. Here we go. Get ready, peeps. Kern's not going the right way. Neither is drug. GGPI. What is up with that? Days. Roblox. So far, the market is crapping, and I'm seeing that across the board. But there may be a bottom that it hits. Goes on here. Hey, hey, hey. Raw vegan wannabe. All right. Welcome back. If you ever miss me too much, all you got to do is click the link in my bio. All right. Where are we getting some movement here? GGPI starting to turn up. GGPI. Okay, if it can break 15.5, you can get in for 70 cents of risk, 0.7. GGPI breaks 15.55, 15.51, 70 cents of risk. Apple coming up to the pre-market high for breakout on Apple. Apple, $1 of risk at 151.20. If Apple, here we go on GGPI is coming up for a breakout. Apple, there's the break on Apple for $1 of risk. Apple, if anybody wants Apple today, that's your entry. Here comes GGPI for the 1550 breakout. I'd have to wait for a pullback on Lucid. I think we already missed that. So, you have to get these up before they happen. GGPI doesn't have enough steam to break that 1550 momentum breakout level and is crapping out right now. So there you go. We saved you losses. Don't jump the gun and buy these things before you are supposed to. Like Blink with relative strength in the EV sector. Blink moving up while ChargePoint and Plug moving down. Boy, GGPI really crapping out. With Apple, we like to take profits underneath every 50-cent level. I know, Daryl. I know. What's my view on VTC for the day? Whatever direction it's going in. I mean, I can already, tell you that you gotta look at the chart. I can't guess for you. But VTC is going up. It looks like you always got to give it 5 minutes trading. We're coming up to the 5-minute mark right now. Oh, really? HFC, Holly Frontier is running? No, not at all. Not what I see. Maybe you were asking about swing trade. I'll take a look at swing trades in just a little bit here. And drug is all the way back to where it started from. How about that? Looks like Kern starting to come up and around. Kern, let's keep an eye on Kern. If you want to get an early entry now for 20 cents, you can on Kern. Kern. The system there is Kern. First profit point there on Kern at 375. Next one will be at 4. Holy shit, Roblox. Yeah, we're watching it. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Not really seeing anything holy shit level. I think you've been taking too many mushrooms, my friend. Snap. Looks like it's running from 54 to 55. We've got to wait for a pullback on that. Lucid, we got that pullback. So if it breaks 46.14, that'll be the out. So Kern's the only one that has curved up and around after crapping out. That's a good sign for Kern. Holy shit. Well, it depends on what time frame you're on. Every 10 cents, not 25 cents, Jamal, from 3 to 5. I don't think that's correct. Let me think. Yes, I think you're right. Yep, you are right. Good job. All right. And then that was my break even out right there on Kern. After having taken profits. Snap really running. We got to wait for a pullback. Next breakout on Lucid. Now that it's had a pullback is 46.14. Hey, Ryan. What's going on is if you want to learn more about trading, come join our trading group or, follow me and join my streams every morning. You guys, you aren't clicking like enough. Give me a bunch of likes. Let's boost this stream. We usually get thousands of likes, but it's been a week since I've been on, so you got to give me some likes now over on TikTok. Give me the gamer style like rapid fire. There we go. Look at that fucker go. 111, 158 likes, 313. Yeah, you're doing it. Wow. 500 likes, 600, 700, 850, 900. And 1,000 likes. There it is. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. Good job, guys. 3.0, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5 thousand likes. Oh, we really solved that problem. My God. Way to go. And we're up to 5,000 likes in just, what was that, 20 seconds? Good job, you guys. All right, we're getting some pullback on Snap now. Next breakout will be at 55.50 for about 30 cents of risk at the moment. Probably ought to be more than that. So let's just let it breathe a little bit and see what happens or not. But it's about 30 cents of risk if you want to grab Snap at the 55.50 breakout. Thank you very much for all the likes, everybody. This seems ridiculous. We're trading the stock market. Is plug going back up? Not confirmed right now. No. For the moment, down or sideways. But I do believe that Blink, ChargePoint, Plug, Volta, and EVgo, all great places to put a little bit of your money with the infrastructure bill. Having as much as they have put aside, I think 7.5 billion for EV charging. Some of those guys are going to be awarded contracts. About Ford. All right, there goes Snap. It looks like, boom, there's Snap for that 30 cents of risk. Snap, there's the breakout on Snap for continuation. And the market has bottomed for sure. It hasn't confirmed that it's bullish yet, but it's bottomed. So we're bottoming. We're definitely bottoming. Is this old? No, this is not old, Ariana. I am talking directly to you. Rivian is pumping. Yep. We were just talking about that earlier. And the pre-market high to break is 135 on Rivian. I believe we're in a Rivian swing trade. Live. That's right. All right, GGPI fully crapping out. I don't know if anybody's in that. If anybody's in that, you got to get out. 1425 was a stop on that, but that's pretty much red failure. I'd call that red failure. Costco, Mario, if you could tell us why we're looking at it, that'd be great. Costco for what? I can't just look through 1,000 members in here. I can't just look through tickers because you say them. What's up? Costco spiking, Costco day trade, Costco swing trade, Costco look good, Costco short long, Costco good for investment. What? Not bag hold what, Jamal? Riot? Yeah. He won't give up that easily. He waits. All or nothing. Root not looking good. We got out of Root on Friday, I believe. Oh, Elliot's into GGPI? Interesting. Well, it didn't hit the stop yet, 14.25. So if you want to wait for that stop, because Elliot's all over it too. Technically, it did not hit the stop yet. I did not like the way it was playing, though. And Kern with that 100% retrace, that was not very friendly. So another breakout on Kern could lead to an unfriendly result. Watch out on Kern. I would consider Kern failed. All right, SSNT is running. You want to get into that? It's about 80 cents of risk to the bottom of the current candle on the 2-minute chart. Rivian is close to that breakout. That is right. I do believe we have a swing trade on that. If you guys would like to learn more about trading or our trading community on TikTok, you guys, click the link in my bio, in my profile. Okay, cool. SSNT, if it's going to run again, the next breakout will be at 682. We'll see. We'll see what the risk level will be when we come up to it. Those are some decent looking trends. Any morning buy-in tips? Well, that's what we're watching. I do like the way Blink, ChargePoint, and Plug are all crapping out because I'm looking forward to getting into them in just a little bit here for long term. Going to grab some leaps. What's the stop on the PFE swing? Go look it up, Mike, please. Unless you're asking because you think it may have changed. SSNT rebreak at 682 will be for what looks to be about 40 cents of risk. Plug, ChargePoint, Blink. But yeah, Mike, get me the current link. I mean, the current stop on PFE, and I'll tell you if it's any different. And if it hasn't hit that stop, then don't bother me with it, unless you think it's gone up higher, which may be the truth. SSNT, there's that breakout. All right. So did anybody catch that breakout at 6.82, I think. Yeah, 682, and we're already hitting 725. Nice breakout on that. Anybody catch that? Anybody latch that with a stop order? Nice spike right there. Go ahead and be taking. You might be halting right now because I don't see it moving around. You might be about to be halted. There it is. We're halted on SSNT. All right. Shitty fill at 710. Hey, you're halfway there, pretty good. Indicating to open at 575. Let's see if that thickens up a bit. $575. Whoa, that would be way back down there. I don't know if I believe that. 6. Okay, 6. There's the good news. It's indicating to open at 6 now. Halted on you. Yes. Okay, cool. You got in. Great. Awesome. Excuse me. Kern breaking down. New low of the day. Snap with the breakout. There was the breakout on Snap for about 60 cents of risk. Just went by. There probably won't be any promising IPOs today, but probably tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are the hottest days for IPOs. I didn't even look at them today. iPoint almost there. Yeah, I'd like to see it break that level at 20. Let's call it 22.5, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 22.51. iPoint, or whatever it's called. EYPT. Oh, the system. EYPT, 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 EYPT. EYPT. It's a seance. It's a seance. All right, but we were going to wait for it to break 22.5. Okay, we're indicated to open at 725 again now on SSNT. So thank God, huh, Chris? SSNT. Thank God, yeah, 7.26 as a matter of fact. 7.27, 7.31. And it will be coming out of the halt in about 2 minutes here. EYPT, EYPT. Did you guys ever see that kind of strange abstract movie called damn it, it's a documentary, an hour long, about it's kind of like Baraka or something. But Baraka, it's kind of like about it's religion around the world or something like that, but it's all beautiful photography. It's called Baraka. Anyway, there's this one scene where they're all religiously chanting EYPT. Snap, going more. You want to take profits underneath every dollar level on Snap. So if you're able to get in at that 55.6 breakout, Mortal Kombat, yeah. Does this look like a swing on Snap or not enough info since the bad earnings dump? Really well said, Britton. That's probably exactly what we need to know. I have 1 minute to give you that answer before EYPT or whatever it is, SSNT reopens. Yeah, I wouldn't even be interested in swing trading such shit, movement. Like, why would you even be wanting to be in something that can freak out that much, And it really, I'm sure nobody really has any sense of direction on it anymore, So you're not going to be the only one to make money on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going anywhere. What did I do? Did I say something? Snap. Yeah, get ready to take profits underneath 57, coming up underneath 57. And here we coming out of the halt on SSNT in about 10 seconds, I think it is. 20 seconds. Yeah, 15 seconds coming out of the halt on SSNT. UIPT couldn't make it to 2250. Here we go. 2, 1, SSNT. Here we go. Ooh, it did not resume trading yet, so they're still resolving imbalances, but it could come out any second now. It's indicating to open at 765. We need to be taking profits at every 25-cent level. So, Chris, that means you should already have an order to sell a certain percentage right at the open to, take advantage of those prices. Or you can even preset your orders at certain stop levels. So if it spikes on the open and then craps out, you get all those fills. Never swing trade shit. That's right. I mean, why? Like, God damn it. It's like, you guys, you bring me these charts and it's Snapchat, okay, it's one of the better ones, but why choose that over another chart that's just going zoop? It just is so easy once you realize the difference between mediocre and great. Great chart for a swing. TER, says Matt. Let's see. I love Teradyne Systems, but I think they topped out for a long time. Yeah, no, I don't know if I would say swing, but possibly because of the cup and handleage action. I think I may have even alerted that last week. Possibly. But I did take a look at it. Possibly said that it was not great, not the perfect setup. Great. So you have 10% profit target set for 748, and but it's indicating it's going to open at 765. So add another one for, what did you say? 748. Add another one for 773. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And another one for 8, because this shit could go fast. 80, 90 something. And then be ready to cancel all and get all out if the thing starts crapping back down on you. $7.7 indicating to open. You can probably remove that 748. You're just going to get an extra fill at like 772 or something out of it. You just take that lower one and put it up a level because it's indicating to open at 7.7. Move the lower one, put one at like 8.23. Yeah. Cancel, replace. Rivian did break that level, 135. Has pulled back after breaking that level. It's got to breathe a little bit. Up on the chart there. Is it going to do it? There we go. It can do it. Yeah, Jamal. Yeah, but the nice thing, Jamal, about this morning is what is happening is fairly healthy. Okay, looks like all the EVs are now breaking out. Blink just broke out. So that's for swing trade. I was hoping we would go lower, but it looks like we're not going to. Blink, ChargePoint, Plug, Volta, and EVgo, all good for leaps if you like to grab them for a 6-month play in one of your long-term portfolios. New high of the day, but Roblox hit 112 pre-market, so we're waiting for that. It's still not significant, but it's good. Still indicating to open at 7.62 on SSNT. Yeah, we're in Facebook long for sure. For a long time. Like, Facebook really should be a forever investment. Ideally. Facebook's going to be here in 40 years. Whatever it is. I don't care how much you hate it. Too bad. SSNT opened up and hit all the way up to 805. So Chris and others, you probably got those fills and you got to love it, right? Automatic profits. Blaze about to break out of 27. Here it goes. That was Blaze breaking out of 27 for $2 a risk. BLZE. Blaze, $2 a risk. BLZE. And SSNT hitting that $8 level, but struggling at it. So you've taken at least 2 profits. And so therefore, you can get out at break even should the shit hit the fan, okay? Or before a down halt. Okay, and I'll guide you through that. SSNT. Blaze is running. Anybody get that? $2 of entry at 27. I'm curious if anybody got that Blaze entry. And there we go. We're halting to the upside on SSNT. Ooh, SSNT's on fire. 867. Chris, you got to take profits at 825, 850, 875. Everybody. That's right. And you might as well move your profit sizes down to 5%. I mean, don't you feel that? This is that arbitrary, how do you choose between 5 and 20%? It has to do with how strong the thing is moving. Out at 8.5. Okay. Rebreak will be at 8.7. currently for 70 cents of risk. Nice thing is if that happens, then whoever's in, Chris, everybody, your stop's going to move to 8, which means you're ultra profitable. You guys can hear that. When is AMC going to go really high? Like, you don't need to worry about that. Like, making money on the stock market is about being in things that go up. And it's easier to make that money on things that go up if they're going up. So don't park your money in shit that's not going up for a half a year when you could have been putting it in stuff that's going up. You know, there's thousands of stocks. You don't have to just rely on what some stupid idiot told you. You know, you can find another stock that's actually going up and get in there and be compounding your gains, and don't let it sit. You know, that's my advice. Don't listen to stupid idiots. Dan says, ask the magic 8-ball. No, I mean, like, seriously, you can't make money if you don't know how to read charts, you know, consistently, if you don't know how to read charts. So that's level 1. Step up your game to being able to read charts better. I've got some videos on that. All right, there it was, hitting almost 870, but definitely you've gotten multiple chances to take profits around the 850 level on SSNT, and it didn't re-break out yet, so stop has not been moved up to 8. You're still at break even. Stop. It's not even worth asking the 8-ball. It's so true. Hey, everybody, on TikTok, if you'd like to learn more about our trading community, just click the link in my bio. You learn all about it. I've been trading for 25 years, and we have over 400 members in our trading group who are banking daily. Sometimes really banking. PNBK. Let's see what's going on with that. PNBK next breakout 16.7. $1.50 of risk. PNBK. It breaks 1670. $1.50 of risk. PNBK. Not quite sure what's going on with it, but there's something explosive. Not a ton of volume reaching it yet. For us says, I literally can't recommend you enough to my friends. I refer to you as my professor. Thanks, Faraz. That's so nice. How's your new job going? There's an 8-ball app. Oh, that'd be lame though, wouldn't it? I need a real one. Yes, drug looked like it's going through bankruptcy with that chart. Excellent chart reading. Good job. Yeah, that's right. We don't want to touch drug. Hold seller by QQQ. For how long? Love to help you answer that question, but for how long has to be answered. Okay, on SSNT, you can get out 50% at this moment of your position, but I would leave some in there, maybe 50 to 75%, but I would leave some in there in case it slows down and curls back up. Or set your stop to break even. If you're in late, you know, and this is around where your stop is, break even. PNBK, I was saying $1.50 of risk a couple of times. If it breaks 1670. Square swing, I don't think so. Let me see. No, there's nothing reliable there. Doesn't mean it's a bad investment. It's just a bad swing. Yeah, we're watching eye point or whatever it might be called, EYPT. If it breaks 22.50, that's what we're looking for. Snaps at 57, so there's another profit point for you. How slow these profits are coming tells you should probably take like I should take more like 10 or 20% out at these levels. Is Shiba a good investment? No. It's like a highly speculative investment. You should already have some other things that are very comfortable and reliable that you've invested in, and then with extra money, like because you're just so goddamn rich and you have like all this extra money and you don't know what to do with it, put it into Shiba. There you go. But put your money into reliable things first, and then unreliable things last. Probably I could say that about life. Spend time with people who are reliable first, unreliable last. All right, here comes SSNT up and over again. This is why we didn't want to get completely out. If it can't push through this, then it's definitely ultimate failure, and I would start to exit. So be watching really carefully and make that decision. Feel it, watch it. What's happening? It can't make it. Can it make it? Can it not make it? Is it fighting? Is it growing? Is it progressing? Is it not progressing? Is it failing? Jamal, you turn them into memes, man. You do it, and together we'll distribute the hell out of them. What did I say? I don't even know. All right, what was that? PNBK never broke, and for good reason, it was not going to continue. It's crapping out now. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, this is why we have our systems. We're saving money. We're not the losers. We are the champions. I know you heard that Queen song in your head right now. That's how I can play music without copyright infringement, is I can inspire you to hear it in your head. Of the world. They said there was a joke about Mozart. I think Haydn was one of his teachers. I think it doesn't matter. One of his teachers. Let's see. Mozart needed to wake up in the morning to do his lesson. This might be true. Sounds typical. And the teacher was there, but Mozart was still sleeping. So on the piano downstairs, the teacher went, and then just waited. He comes running downstairs and goes, probably true. Probably true. All right, there's a break up and over on SSNT. So a lot of you ought to be still in it, whether that you still got 25% left or 80% left, whatever it is. And that's a show of strength. Now, if this were to fail, this would be a failed retest off the high, and we definitely would cut at 7.8. Okay, 7.8. So let's see how this goes. But if it were to break up and over 870, then we're talking $1 of risk for either rebuy, add-on, second chance entry. If you want to get in, $1 of risk if it breaks 870. $1 of risk. However, be ready to get all out if it gets down to that 7.6 level, guys. 7.6. You might be going 10.8. Some of the more astute of you. It's 7.6. It would be the neckline fail retest neckline breakdown level. Rivian coming back up for the retest, but if it fails that retest, the neckline breakdown's 130.8. Yes. So watch your Rivian day trade if you're in it. In it to win it. What would be your best investment just starting out? I mean, look, if you're just starting out, you've got money, you need to build it up into things that make you money. Maybe iDiv, if you can invest in it on whatever app you're in, iDiv. And then maybe outside of that, VOO. Okay, VOO. And then when you have savings, the difference between your income and your expenses is savings. Throw it in those things, iDiv and VOO. And if you can, GLD, a little gold as well. Diversify. VNQ for some real estate. So, get a couple of those things like that and just keep every month, every week, whenever you got money, just keep putting it in there. One day you'll have a whole bunch of money that'll give you choices to do another level of investing. Could be passive income like real estate, vacation rentals, could be crypto mining, could be a business. You want to start a business, and you need risk money. Could be stock market, could be day trading. You want to learn day trading like what we're doing here. And for that, you have to become good before you start to risk your real money. In the meantime, you save it and you practice using simulated trading for months, paper trading. If you want to learn more about that, here's a link to my videos right there. And RJ, why don't you post that to the group? Yo, SSNT halting to the upside. You can chuck a little 5% overboard right now. Take the profit at 908 on SSNT just before the halt. There we go. And we're halted on SSNT. Way to go. It's our second halt today. What was the first one? Where was that? What was that first one? Kern, right? Wasn't it? No, it was not Kern. I forget. Maybe it was this SSNT. No, there was another one. I'm pretty sure. Does technical analysis only work because people think it does? Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Technical analysis works because it is a way of measuring how people feel about a stock and have felt about it over time. And if those feelings change, or if those thoughts change, or if analysts' perspectives change, or if news comes out, then you get technical breakouts. So technical analysis is a way of measuring sentiment. Just second halt. Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Cool. Way to go, guys, on SSNT. Oh, I hope that's not true, but it's indicating it's going to open at 795. Let's just give it some minutes. Let's see where it settles. $7.5, 7.6. So I am going to put out an alert for macro portfolios. Macro portfolios. You can get into Blink, ChargePoint, Plug, Volta, EVgo, and other EV charging stocks for the $7.5 billion EV charging portion of the infrastructure bill. That's for your macro portfolio. Something, when you have enough wealth you've built up, you want to have your money in all kinds of different ways. invested. One of them is obviously an IRA with long-term investments for your retirement. That's like buy and hold. And then I recommend a macro portfolio and a swing portfolio. And then moving on down, you can get into a day trading portfolio, what your active day trading. And again, day trading is active income. It's not passive income. You only making money if you're sitting there. So you want to eventually get your wealth built up to the point where the passive income, beats your active income. And that'll happen if you continue to save. Save. Whenever you have more income than your expenses, and you're debt free. Leaps. Yeah, I guess I should recommend that. Uh, well, leaps or shares, depending on the quality. I mean, if you can afford shares, you go for shares. Like if you have a ton of money, go for shares. But I like the leverage on the leaps. The leaps should provide 3x to 5x leverage, but you need to know what you're doing. Like you need to be able to choose options that are good quality. Because if they're not good quality, it means you don't do them. So, yeah, leaps or shares. High quality options only, deep in the money strikes. Because one of the things is you might have to let them expire. If they're deep in the money and not very liquid, you might just have to let them expire. So that means you got to hold them the whole time. So you got to make a good decision here. Yeah, it's going to be like, just if you're going to go with options, you have to be really good at making understanding all the ramifications of options. It's not something you should just mess around with, play around with. Just get the shares instead. Yeah, we're watching GGPI. GGPI is not doing much yet. All right, let's see. We're indicated to open at 875 now on SSNT. There it is. It's opened and it spiked up to 960. Did anybody have those orders already laid out? If you did, you must have got a nice rainbow of fills there. Boom, 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 boom. Way to go. And I would watch out for this coming back underneath 7.6 still would be our stop. 7.6. Hold through that. Unless you, no, even then, yeah. We're going to be watching for a fail retest if that happens. But for now, 7.6 stop on SSNT. VWAP is 8.2. So we've got a couple areas of support here to kind of hold us through this trade. RAM, you would let them expire if they were not liquid enough that you could sell them back to someone. In some cases, you can make the choice, hey, I'm going to hold this until expiration. In that case, you want them a little bit shorter, time. There goes the SSNT. Jamal says all profit targets filled, getting out at break even. Did anybody get that? Did anybody get fills up the ladder like that? Because they had already put them in while it was halted, and then when it opened at 8.8, something like that, and then spiked all the way up to 960, and you would have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 fills. I always love to hear those of you who are that prepared with the strategy. Rivian just broke up and out. We're already in it, but the breakout there would be for $6 of risk if you want it. There you go, Rivian, $6 risk entry, or it's a higher risk entry, or you just, this trade is progressing, and now your stop is 131 on Rivian. For those of you who got in earlier at the break of 135, make sure you're taking 5 to 20% profits underneath every dollar level. So that was 137, and now 138. Yeah, when there's just tons of liquidity and it's more blue chip and it's higher market cap, Path of Victory works pretty damn well. I'm going to say 85% of the time. Maybe even more, 90% of the time. I won't say that it's, gives you the profit, but it works. It does what it's supposed to do, you know, and it's not crappy. It's quality, right? Yeah, I didn't even remember to put in the order for break even. Okay, so we're coming up on 9. That's a level to take profits out on at SSNT if you haven't already. And the next one will be 9.25. Next one will be 9.5. Those were all levels that actually got hit right when it came out of the halt. And if your orders were in there, they ought to have been filled if no one else was ahead of you on those. If no one else was in front of you in the queue, then you could have got those filled. I don't know. Didn't RJ asks everyone if they took his BRLT swing on Friday? Was that something you put in the Discord, or you were talking about it in here? Okay. Why did it really fly? Oh man, that's beautiful. Yeah. So what? You said to get in at what, 1520 on Friday? Because it was the break of the previous day's high, IPO breakout kind of thing, or was it later? Yes, sir. Okay, 1520. Nice. And look at it now, guys. 20.1. Well, RJ's just saying he's happy to spread the love next time. Listen up. Listen to RJ. Nobody listens to Turtle. Okay, SSNT is coming up to there it is. There was 9.23. You guys should have hit your next profit target on SSNT. Next profit target is going to be right underneath 9.5. Well, I can't really get shares of these Blink, ChargePoint, all those, but I mean, sorry, options, because the account that I do that in, my macro account, just doesn't have enough money right now. I'm in everything else. I got pretty heavy into the energy place, so I'll put a little bit though on each of these in stock in some shares. Yeah, Rivian's still going, guys. 5 to 10%, 20%, whatever you would like to take out underneath every dollar level. It's now hitting 139. I believe we also have a swing trade on that. Oh. Path of victory wise, we're still looking at 7.6. Not quite sure if I would consider that last move a retest. But we have VWAP to bounce off of. So what happens here on this back on SSNT. 7.6 would be our current stop, or your break even if you've taken multiple profit targets. Okay, it's starting to firm up again. There we go. All right, there we go. SSNT, you can do it. Make sure you get that order ready to go. 9.47, something like that, right below 9.5. Could happen here any second. Can you download any phone that has these stocks? Webull. Let me give you the link because if you use my link, then we both get free stock. Here we go. Like you use my referral link, we'll both get free stock when you open your account. Here's the link to Webull. There you go. We're sitting on TikTok. All right. Anybody got any more? We got Volta, ChargePoint, Blink, Plug, and EVgo. Any other EV charging tickers to get into? Beam, where's Beam? Beam's right in the center. Holdings right now. Not doing much yet. Beam hasn't taken off yet. What is this? We're day trading and swing trading stocks and stock market. All right, there's another profit point on Rivian. Just hit 140. And yeah, finally, like a while back, they gave me one Apple stock. That was good. But nah, they pretty much give me OPK and I forget GNC and things that are like $2 or $3. Not that I need it or care, but like, it'd be nice if they threw me a bone every once in a while. Yeah, this is Thinkorswim with some of my custom programming. CREX, one ugly mother. I don't see AMD as a meta play, if that's what you're trying to ask, Justin. I don't really see AMD as that kind of a play. But Meta at Facebook, yeah, and Microsoft, and probably Apple. Sure, all these leading companies are going to seize the trend as people enter the metaverse. What I want to get into is those Disney NFTs they've been selling. Did you see that? The golden something? Golden NFTs? Freaking NFT sold for $60. There was like 12,000 of them. They sold for $60 within several minutes. And then now there's like hundreds of people selling them at a minimum of $3,000 each. Like, damn, snatch up those collectibles. Because when you get into the metaverse, you can put those authenticated collectibles on your shelf, like this, which is not an authenticated collectible. Or you can just resell them. You can just be a collector reseller. So open an account on Vive, Veve. Download the app, Veve. Nah, even better, Vive, for the real collectible market. I like the way Vive's laid out too. So you can kind of see, what's the resale value of something in that same a creator label brand. What's its resale value previously? Does it go up in value? Okay, so now we're coming up to a failed rebreak. So guess what? We'll be able to exit at 8.6 all out. 8.6 all out, unless you believe that it may bounce off WAP, then WAP is at like 8.5 right now. You could give it a little more breathing room. Maybe take half out, maybe take a quarter out. But when we hit 8.6 on SSNT, that's a risk out moment. 8.6. Nah, I'm not a bot designer. No, I'm not partaking in Vive drops. Oh, you talking to the other dude? Pop again today? Yes. Maybe the queues have really crapped out. So yeah, I could do that, but it would just be ranging in the grander scheme of things, and I wouldn't want you to have to guess the bottom on SPY today. So I'd just stay away from it. Jump in once you have a confirmed trend, but today that's gonna mean going all the way back up to the top to break a new high, and that's a huge range. And to me, that's probably going to be a range. It's probably going to be ranging. Hey, nice. We did not hit 8.6 on SSNT, so we're still in it. Yeah, they sell out in milliseconds. Yeah, shoot. You have to have a account on the Nasdaq floor. All right, good. We're getting some good positive movement on SSNT. A flat top wedge is forming. We may get a breakout again. And remember, 970 will be the next breakout, and the stop at 8.5. 970, 8.5, $20 of risk if we break out at 970. 960 rather. 960 rather. 8.5. You're talking about $1 of risk at that point. NVIDIA CEO is going to be on NBC at 11:30, says someone, and their earnings are coming up. I thought they just had it, or I'm not sure what's going on there. We're still in lack. Dream stop, still in lack, but not loving it. But I hope that it picks up at some point here, and that is why we are still in lack using the dream stop method. I think we're coming up to the momentum slowdown point on the market here. It is interesting though. I'm really enjoying following some of these plays today. Somebody, I don't know if it was Jamal, but somebody said it was a kind of a boring day, and I don't know. I kind of disagree. This morning has been very interesting, and I think it shows how tomorrow it could really do well. But yeah, to each their own. Do we have any NFTs? I sell some for some of my other businesses, but um, I don't currently have an NFT collectible to flip. Uh, I'd be interested in those Disney ones, that's for sure. But like somebody said, they're impossible to get into. They sell out in milliseconds. I'll be there for the next one. I think they're Thursday drops. All right, we're settling in on SSNT. We're settling into this $9 level. Biotech index, XBI, tanking very strongly, and consumer discretionary also. Yet gold is going down, so that's a positive for the market. Oil and energy sideways. Everything seems perfectly healthy, to be honest, with the market. Everything seems perfectly healthy and in the zone. So I think what we've got here today is just a range. We're just going to go down a little bit. Maybe we'll go up later today, or maybe tomorrow we'll be up. I don't think anything violent or aggressive is happening, or reactionary, or hyper reactionary. It's under control. All right. Over on SSNT, we're being very careful. I would say the 8.8 break is a potential de-risk moment. If it breaks 8.8, you take off like 25% to 75% of your position, depending on how much you want to see if it'll bounce off of WAP at 8.6. Or if you want to even hold it through the natural stop at 7.6. No, Carlos, we did not get into you. But I was recommending it, for long term, like a 1 to 3 year play, Unity. Good investment, good place to put your money. Rivian hitting 141 now, so another 5 to 10% profits there on the day trade on Rivian. Also, I think people are getting way too overhyped about Matterport, by the way. Matterport, way too overhyped about that. Like, it's very specific. All it does is it brings in a skin from reality of a building or your surroundings or whatever. It's not even really AR. It's just a skin. It's like a wallpapering system over structure. And to me, that's not really advanced. It's not really that advanced of technology. Facebook Oculus has way more advanced technology. They can read your fingers and what they're doing. Like they can read your face and all the different expressions you're making. And they can also read all the different walls and objects in your room and what's going on. Like Matterport, it's truly nothing to me. I'm not super impressed with necessarily the idea that there's this huge growth path for Matterport because of the metaverse. Matterport's Matterport. It's great for real estate. It's great for that application. But I don't believe it has like a huge input into the metaverse market. Okay, there we go. There's potential exit on SSNT, and it's not bouncing off WAP. It's not finding a ton of support off WAP, so you might be able to exit all of your position on SSNT now. And if that gives you FOMO or fear of missing out, then yes, get all out, but you can get back in at 960 if it goes back up to 960. You're not going to miss anything. You get back in. That's the funniest thing, right? This isn't going to be the last trade of your life. You don't have to have fear of missing out because you can just get back in. How many of you struggle with FOMO versus how many of you struggle with FOMO who've been in our group for a long time? Do you think that, our strategies, our techniques, our philosophies, our mentalities help squash FOMO? Yeah, Steven says 0 FOMO. Nice. Brutus, dinner time. All right. See you later, buddy. Jamal says yes. Mikey says, I used to struggle with FOMO before this group, and now FOMO ain't got nothing on me. RJ, absolutely. Definitely keeps me disciplined. Gary Bland says, not anymore. Brutus is up for R. Well done, Brutus. No mo FOMO. I literally have it on my board. It says no to the FOMO. It's on my board across the room here. And the other day, my daughter was in here. My 4-year-old daughter, she's learning to read. She goes, what does that say up there? No. I said, it says no to the FOMO, honey. She goes, oh. I go, yeah, it's kind of funny. No to the FOMO. But it's not enough to just say no to the FOMO. You got to back it up with all this other stuff you want that logically diffuses it, right? It's like now you have 9 out of 10 things that are reasons that FOMO gets in the way of. You have 9 out of 10 things that FOMO gets in the way of that you want to accomplish. And so now you just like FOMO just seems like the wrong decision, right? There might be a little wiggle room out of all the 10 things you're trying to do. There might be some wiggle room between them sometimes. And you can get that little bit of FOMO, but then you still don't do it because it's like the risk reward. It just doesn't line up to be worth it considering all the other things you're trying to do now. So I think people get FOMO because they just simply have nothing else better going on in their lives, in their understanding of how to trade, than, just like, holy shit. Like that's their entire trading strategy. Oh my God. That's it. That's their whole trading strategy. So that's what happens is like, we've got other stuff we want to do. We got 1% compounding daily growth we want to do. We got to watch out for recoverability. We've got, we want to keep continuing to put our capital gain to work. We want to know our risk when getting in these trades and sizing to the 1%. We want to get out when we're supposed to get out. We want to get better at that and always getting really, good at that. We want to have all those profit targets that we take. We want to notice when momentum is slowing down. So a re-entry on something, if it occurs, is something that maybe we decide not to do. So there's just so many things that go against FOMO now once you've started to learn all these things. And I probably haven't mentioned them all. Okay, I'm going to look at Facebook because somebody asked. Yeah. And then we're probably going to call the session there, almost at 2 hours. I mean, I don't know what you really want me to tell you about Facebook other than the fact that I think it's a great investment. It's where you should put your money for your kids. It's going to be the top 10 future companies. Maybe SpaceX will list one day. But, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, NVIDIA, these Amazon, these are the biggest companies. They're going to be around. There's no way they're going to disappear in 10 years. And so there's probably no way they're going to disappear in 20. They're going to be around for at least 30 more years. Worst case scenario. I mean, look at Kmart. It's still fucking around. So like, they're going to be around for 40, 50, 70, 100 years. Buy and hold. They're going to keep innovating, getting into wherever there's new markets. If humans go to Mars and we double the amount of human beings that grow, and we hit 10 or 20 billion human beings, I mean, that's more money to be spent. That's more money to be collected by one company. Everything's going up, and the future is looking bright. It's looking fantastic. So, buy and hold forever on Facebook. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Excellent session. And if you have any questions, just